Here, let's go out to San Diego, California area, where I have undefeated welterweight Giovani Santillan, who this weekend is taking on Angel Ruiz on Friday night, right in San Diego. How you doing, Giovanni?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How's everything going? We're starting fight week with your big fight this weekend with Angel Ruiz.
It's going well. We're ready. We're ready for this fight, and we just have a few more days left till showtime.
I believe you're from the area, so what's it mean to finally have a home game?
Oh man, it's exciting for me, for my friends, my family, and a lot of people that have been supporting me locally around through the years. They're all excited that they're going to be able to attend and that it's here in San Diego. I mean, that's exciting. It's something that my dad and I have been wanting for a long time to have these shows here. I've only fought one other time in San Diego as a pro. This was like 7 years ago. So, but now it's like on a bigger stage, with Top Rank, and it's going to be on ESPN. So this means a lot.
This is a fight where the record is starting to look. I mean, it's always been impressive, but pretty gaudy now. 27-0, 15 knockouts. This fight, maybe one of those fights. I guess like almost like a segue fight to maybe something bigger down the road. I mean, Ruiz is no slouch himself, coming in at 17-1, but you were close to being knocking on that door. Is that the way you're thinking about it?
Yeah, definitely. I think this, especially being San Diego, we're co-main event. I think we're close to something big, and I think that all I have to do is perform well in this fight, and something big could come soon.
Is that something that you've talked about with your management team, split team management, your promoters, Thompson Boxing, Top Rank? Is that something that you guys have been in discussion about?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every fight is important, no matter who you're fighting. Every fight's very important, and you always have to go out there and give your best. But I think with this fight, we're just, it's a big leap forward. I think that I think something big is coming soon. It could happen, I don't know, at the end of the year. I mean, I'd be willing to fight again in December if given the opportunity. If not, then hopefully early next year.
Angel Ruiz, 17-1, 12 knockouts. He's coming off a win over an undefeated fighter in Momanov. Give me, I guess, a quick scouting report on what Angel Ruiz brings to the table.
He's a good fighter, younger than I am. I know he's hungry too. I know he's going to come with everything. We're expecting the best. So that's why we've been working very hard. And he's a southpaw fighter, so I've been, training over with Robert Garcia and getting, all types of different southpaws, different styles, sizes, and I think that's been helping me a lot.
A breakdown where you think right now, like I know you're not looking at, but a win. Is there someone out there? Is it? I mean, how many fights away do you think you are to maybe being in one of those quote type of eliminator type fights?
I think it could happen. To be honest, it could happen. It could be the next fight or the one after that. I think we're two fights away from something like that, from some title eliminator for a bigger fight.
Well, title eliminator segue to my next question. Obviously, over the weekend, they announced a big fight in the welterweight division. Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's going to be a good fight. It's cool to see that fight happen because I know it's been, I think, harder to make certain fights for Crawford with other fighters on PBC. So to see something like that happen, I think it's good for the division and for boxing in general.
You still have Errol Spence out there. You're Dennis Ugas, Jamal James. I know is you fighting a big fight at the end of the month. Do you keep tabs on what else is going on around 147, around where you're at, or are you just mainly focused on what Giovani Santillan is doing?
Yeah, I'm always watching. I'm always watching with these fighters. What's going on in the division for sure. But right now, I'm mainly focused on my fight. That's the most important thing right now. That I go in there and I gotta do my job first before thinking about those fights. But I think those fights are definitely, I mean, those are fights that I want. Those are the exciting fights for me to think about.
Well, speaking of watching, let's, I usually stick to the topic at hand, but the whole world is still buzzing about what went on Saturday night with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I'm sure you were probably on the edge of your seat like most of us watching around the world. What'd you think of that?
Oh man, that was exciting. One of the best fights for sure, heavyweight fights or any fight. It was exciting. You know, you saw Tyson Fury knock down Deontay Wilder. I thought for a second, oh man, it might end sooner than I thought. You know, and then Deontay Wilder got up and drops him twice. You know, and that just made the whole fight exciting. And I think Deontay Wilder showed a lot of heart in that fight. Never gave up. You know, I think that's what he wanted. That if he was gonna lose, he was gonna, you know, you had to get him out, like knock him out. You know, he didn't want to quit, or he didn't want his corner to stop it. And Tyson Fury just showed so much talent, so much skill, you know, and all the hard work. I don't know. I think I don't see anybody beating him in the division right now, Tyson Fury.
I'm sure you want to be in fights of that magnitude, but do you ever envision yourself being in one of those knockdown, drag out, back and forth brawls with anyone? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, yeah. You know, when I watch those fights, you know, and I see that so much heart and courage being displayed, you know, that's what drives me, you know, and that those are the fights the battles that we're looking forward to in the future.
So you wouldn't mind maybe hitting the canvas a couple times if you come back to knock a guy out later.
I think that's when you become great, you know, when you overcome things like that. That's what makes you a great fighter, you know.
And,
Yeah,
and like you said, whether it's Friday night or one of these fights coming up, like you said, in these bigger fights, those are the types that are going to be, more eyeballs will be on, and I guess that's what you're looking forward to.
exactly.
Anything you want to say to the fans out there before we let you go? Big fight Friday night in your hometown of San Diego, the Pachanga Resort, taking on Angel Ruiz on the co-feature Emmanuel Navarrete against Joet Gonzalez for the WBO featherweight title. What do you want to tell the fans out there?
Yeah, that if you live locally, you know, here in San Diego or anywhere in Southern California, even across the border in Tijuana, if anybody you know, you guys are free this Friday, come out to the show. It's going to be a great night of fights. I'm coming, you know, with everything I got on that night. And if you can't make it, then tune in on ESPN.
Let me ask you this: how the ticket requests been? They've been crazy, or I know a lot of fighters. I talk to them. It's someone else is handling that this week.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a good crowd there. I think, you know, when I fought last time in Vegas, I had a good more people than I thought showed up to come support. And now it being here in San Diego, I'm expecting a lot more people.
Any cousins or uncles coming out of the woodwork looking for a free ticket?
No, not. Yeah, actually, I appreciate my family. You know, they've just been so supportive. You know, my extended family. I have family from up north in Ukiah. I'm not sure if you know where that is. It's a smaller town past San Francisco, north of, and they're making the drive all the way down here to come.
Oh, wow. I've been to San Diego. I know that a little bit. Went to San Francisco on my honeymoon, but I actually spent some time in San Diego. It's one of the prettiest cities I've been in. I mean, you must love living there.
I love my city. You know, I'm born and raised here, and I love the city.
You root for the Chargers still, or?
You know, I've never been big football fan, to be honest.
Gotcha.
But the team that I've been watching a lot now is the Padres, you know, and it's exciting. We have finally a good team, you know. I don't think they expect, but still great team.
Yeah, they choked a little bit at the end. They have a heck of a player in Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, that guy, he's probably taken the city by storm. Maybe after the Padres win a parade, Giovani Santillan wins a world title, that will parade for you too. So maybe we'll get a double parade in San Diego for that.
That'd be awesome, man.
Well, we thank you. Oh, where do we find you on social media?
Social media, just type in my name, Giovani Santillan, and you'll find me on Instagram.
Very, very, very easy. Giovani, we wish you best of luck this Friday night, taking on Angel Ruiz live on ESPN at the Pachanga Resort, and we will talk to you along the way. Thank you.